Hey everyone, this is Cineax here. Pretty much, we have news for you like we do every week, even though not enough though, because we're starting the summer off and it's kind of bad. What do you think, Johnny Utah? Johnny? God, I think I lost Johnny. Anyways, moving on. So we got a couple of topics. What was it that we're gonna cover throughout the night, pretty much. And we have a possible giveaway depending on the number of followers, follower goal if it's reached tonight, hopefully. And yeah, Pokemon Go pretty much they promised us trading at some point. There has been screenshots that have leaked around. We have seen stuff from where the trading is going to be possible. Obviously, we have possible battles, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be another thing where it has to be a social interaction where you have to be in front of the other person. And there's a message from Johnny Utah. What's this? The Utah is in the building.
That means my
Ah,
microphone is
there we go.
working
That's
again.
great. Welcome back. Another microphone. Like, we gotta figure out what's going on with
Yeah.
your computer there. It's the micro.
It's not the computer, it's the microphone. I think it's been used and
Jesus
abused a bit too
Christ.
much.
So,
Jesus
what
Christ.
was it? Going into, what was it? We got the battles coming out. That's gonna be interesting because that's gonna. Hopefully, they give you experience though when it comes down to it. Um, but we finally actually have a possible level cap of 40. A couple of people have been digging, data mining, they call it, and they found out the level cap will be 40. The Pokemon, what was it, level cap is going to be 30 technically. So meaning they're gonna stop leveling, I guess, for that portion, and you're gonna have to increase for that to make up, I guess, for the 10 levels later on. And the same goes for the eggs, but it's gonna stop at 20, so you would have to bring it all the way up for their CP.
Yeah,
It,
that
it
sounds
definitely
interesting.
does, because at least now I know there's gonna be a stop to it, where progression will be rewarded. I have a
You have a
goal,
goal.
a
Oh my
set
god.
goal. I know where I'm gonna go, and I think I'm doing pretty decent. I'm at almost 21 right now. Where did you stop off right now?
Well, last I checked, I was at level 8, which is a vast improvement from where I was last week. I was
Well,
level
you've been
3.
doing more walking though now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm up and about. I mean, I was walking around the lake. Bleh. Walking around Lake Eola the
Ah,
other day.
there we go. There we go. We're gonna have to like set up like a
It was
Pokemon meet at
so
some
funny
point,
though.
and like give away somebody like a $10 card. Here you go. You won just for being here. Don't worry. And who the fuck are you? I don't know.
It just put the podcast name on it in time. Like, listen in,
Exactly.
you'll
I just
find
gave
out
you
why.
$10. You should listen to me. But so far now we know that there's set goals that we can achieve in this game instead of it just constantly going. But right now there's the biggest bug, and this one's a fucking bug and a half. And this is why like I couldn't come back so soon when I told you I was going outside. It was a Dratini, and everything is 3 steps. They call it the nearby bug glitch, where everything is 3 steps across, and now you don't know if it's closer to you or farther. And if you don't know if you're going in the right direction until it disappears, and then you have to walk all the way back. It's fucking crazy. I think I walked like half the complex before I was able to get back home and start this podcast. That's how fucking pathetic this shit is. So, like, the game's still good on fighting each other. It's still kind of glitchy with the gyms, depending on like internet signal, Wi-Fi, and their servers. I think we've seen 3 server shutdowns already. Um,
Yeah, I saw the other day some hackers took credit for shutting down a server, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we shut it down, but they brought it back up." It's like, why
I
do you want
I
to shut
I
it down?
don't know. I don't like. I feel like I was just thinking about it too because there was somebody that posted up on Facebook somewhere where they said something along the lines of that there's gonna be an attack on Pokemon Go servers August 1st or some shit like that, right? So I'm sitting there like maybe it's like a group of people who hate the fact that everybody's stuck to their phone, they're stuck to their games, and stuck to their computers. And then when I said stuck to your computers, I was like, well, they're hackers, they're stuck too. So
Yeah, you don't become a hacker
like,
by getting out in
what
the
are you
world.
doing? Like, I don't understand like why they do this. And what's kind of funny is like they do this to a lot of things. We've seen it with what was it? I don't think World of Warcraft's gotten attacked yet, from what I remember. I kind of think they just kind of laid the load.
I
I'm pretty
guarantee
sure
it
it has, and I
has.
just didn't catch it. But PlayStation had their situation where they got hacked, and oh god, it was bad because I
Oh
think like
yeah.
it was one of the worst situations known for me as far as hacking is concerned. Because a lot of times that this happens, it's a DDoS attack, and it, from my understanding, it's like a bunch of signals that they hit the server with and overload it, and it shuts down, right?
Yes, that's exactly what a
So
DDoS attack
that's what
is.
we're familiar with. That's like a lot of the attacks mostly. The issue was that when this happened, they pretty much warned everybody, like, hey, your information is at risk now. And I was like, you know, I'm like one of like 5 billion people playing PlayStation right now. I shouldn't worry. Bank of America calls me, hey, look, there was an $800 charge for a set of phones for some reason. We kind of held it on hold, but what's going on, Dave? I'm like, that's not me. That's no, that's
Hey, at least the
oh,
bank
Bank
had
of
your back
America.
there. I
Like
mean,
I
seriously.
give them kudos. Those like what was it between Bank of America versus like TD Bank that I have now? Like TD Bank, like we had the Apple Pay. We set it up, and I'm able to use that. And my girl had the card, and she's in Ocala. I'm in Orlando. We're using the card like simultaneously, and TD Bank did not fucking think to like, hey, what's going on here? Like, yeah,
How is this guy using the same card in two different
this
places
guy
at
must
the
be the
same time?
Flash. I'm like, no, contact me. Something suspicious might be happening.
Yes,
What if it
you
was like a
are a
crazy ex that
metahuman.
ran off with my card or something? Like, you're not helping me. But
Oh, yeah, I fucking Wells Fargo, that's the bank I have. Um, they were a pain in the ass trying to set up my Android Pay because I, I I don't know, maybe I was an early adopter or something. I had to call them up and answer questions and be like, "Yes, I want to do Android Pay. Can you set it up?" And I ended up talking to three different people because nobody knew what it
really,
was. Yeah. Well, I mean, granted, I downloaded it like the first day it came out. So, yeah, I am an early adopter. I
no, I
always
it
have
took me
been.
a while to get into Apple
Probably
Pay. I
always
was
will be.
so suspect about having my card on like in a wallet. Like, I definitely used air quotes, by the way. I don't know. It took me a while to get into it, and like when we were in the break room, like I just messed around with it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And like now I found out my watch can do it too. So I guess it's getting out of hand. I might want to like start charging everywhere. So I need to calm down a bit.
Yeah, I it was funny for first time I used it. I was, I walked up and I was ordering at McDonald's and I saw the little logo for the what they accept the RFID chips. I was like, ooh, this will be interesting. Let me try this out. So I ordered, pulled out my phone, and the lady's looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because I just ordered and I'm like pulling out my phone to like thinking she's thinking I'm just gonna sit there texting somebody or something. Put it down the thing. It's like, bling, and it paid. And she's like, "What the hell did you
Oh
just
my
do?"
god! Thank God you didn't get the police called on you and shit. Like, oh, this guy just hacked our systems. He totally just took all of it. Took all of our McDonald's. Oh my gosh. So yeah, pretty much. I think like the final thing we have about Pokemon Go at this point is that HoloLens, I think that's by Microsoft, is trying to like gather this whole thing with augmented reality through their device. It's yet to be known how they're going to really go about it, if they're going to go into like a Bluetooth device itself, or is it just going to be like a standalone device altogether and it has the program embedded inside it? Not entirely sure. Do you have any info on that right there?
From what I understand, it's a combination of the two. It is a standalone system itself, but it can be hooked up to a computer as well. Um, I believe it is wireless, or is going to be when it does actually come out. Right now, they only have development kits, so you know, I don't think we truly
I
know
think
what it's
like the
going to be
developer
yet.
kits were like ridiculous too. You said it was like around like
Oh
three,
yeah,
like
they're
three
they're
grand. Like,
yeah, they're like $3,000. It's like I was, as soon as it came out and I heard the development kits were for sale, I'm like, I'm gonna see how much they are, and I'm like,
no, yeah,
no,
I
no,
don't
I'm
see
not
that
getting one.
happening. 3 grand for, you can hold that thought. Just show us some YouTube videos. We'll cover that. We'll do it the cheap way.
I didn't even spend
Some
three
of us
grand
are
on my
still pushing
computer.
carts, at like oh my god. But moving on from Pokemon Go, cuz there's not much news with it. We're waiting. I think they update like every 2 weeks, which is kind of stupid because I feel they're using that as an excuse to patch up everything. But then it's like between the two companies, Nintendo's on the other hand like, "Hey, let's add more Pokemon." And what was it, Niantic, I think it's called. They're over here like, "Hey, let's open up
Yeah.
more countries." Like, can we just stop for a second? And
Well, well, what I find funny is that Japan is the last country to
and
get
didn't
it
it
opened up
originate
at.
from Japan?
Well, yeah, it's a
Like,
Nintendo property.
it to me it made no sense. And like oh man, I have a couple of friends that are like upset that it opened up just like recently. I think it opened up just today for Japan, and it's like, are you serious? Like, now that we've got like, I
Yeah.
think like the majority of the countries covered, can we focus on the game itself? Like, because right now it's like this nearby bug. That's it. It's a killer for a lot of people. I mean, I love battling, and that's all great, but can I catch them all? No, no.
You can, you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
don't know
This
where
is
they're
like
gonna be.
this is worse than the lottery right now. I have more chances of winning the lottery before I find that one Pokemon.
You just wander around for a
I'll
few
find a
hours. It'll
fucking
show up
lottery
somewhere.
ticket before that. It's a disgrace. But in time, I said it myself. Got to be patient. It's a brand new game. They're not even 1.0. Like, they're like 0.29 right now. They're working on it. We'll see what happens. So we got a hit. Oh, no problem. So pretty much what was it with Pokemon Go? Glitches, battles, your caps. We're pretty much good on that now. The game's gonna keep evolving like Pokemon, and eventually it's gonna turn out to be something a lot better. They're planning out some events with the legendary Pokemon, as you've seen in the video, where Mewtwo would appear in like Times Square. So I might have to book a trip just in case, because that's like the go-to spot for a Pokemon. That's crazy. Um, Definitely, if you're watching this video, also take some time out. Let me know what actual hotspots you have in your neighborhood, because I would like to know, especially like if you're from Orlando or like Florida in general. Definitely, in the YouTube channel, drop the hotspots down. Let me know where you go to capture like your good Pokemon, because one of the biggest actual tips that came out recently was that the more the cellular traffic, the rarer the Pokemon. So,
Well, I actually did read something earlier. If you have Niantic's other game, which once again, right before the podcast, it completely escaped my mind what the name of it is. But if you load up that game and you look for where the most traffic is on that game, that's where the rarer Pokemons are going to
so
be in
Niantic
Pokemon
actually has
Go.
something else. No,
Yes.
okay, we're gonna. Well, I'm definitely gonna need like a sourcing into
Give me a
that
second. I'll look it
because
up.
that's fucking interesting as shit. But moving on from Pokemon and all that randomness, Batman.
Don't move on yet. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're
come
gonna.
up with the name. Ingress. Ingress
Oh,
is the name
I
of
just saw
it.
it come up. So I'm gonna install that just to
Yeah,
see
if you.
what that is. Oh, it's actually a GPS one too.
Yeah, it's essentially Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go.
I gotta try this out just to see what the hell is going on with this. This is interesting. Like, watch me not want to play Pokemon Go because this is better for some reason. But
Well, it's definitely darker. I mean, it's like it was like underground societies, and you're trying to take control for, one side or the other, and there was like a viral ads on YouTube that you would have to go around and watch to kind of follow the storyline. It was really interesting at the time.
that's fucking interesting as shit. Now, like, I gotta fucking check this out. It's amazing, like their name like floats the fuck out the moment they put Pokemon on it. But shit. But
Of course.
Telltale's the people who basically give you your Walking Dead story mode, basically. I think they did Game of Thrones. There was a wolf one. The Wolf Among
The Wolf
Us, and
Among
that
Us,
was actually
yes.
one of the good ones I heard. That one I have to get to. And I
Yeah, I
think
haven't
they
played that
did
one yet,
Back
and
to
I
the
really
Future
need to.
also.
Yes, they did Back to the Future. They did uh Minecraft
Oh
Story Mode
yes, they did
as
Minecraft
well.
Story Mode.
And they also did Borderlands, the
Oh
Borderlands
they
game as well.
oh yes. Wow, they did a lot.
Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands. Oh yeah, they were all
Oh,
over the place
I
for a
didn't think
while.
they did all that, but they're coming out with a Batman game. Um,
And the story is going
it
to be
better be
amazing.
shit. It's Batman. Like, they better not fuck this up because now I'm actually wondering how because it's a game based on like consequences in a sense, right?
Yeah, that's what they've done in the
Would it be
past.
as
I
heavy
can
as
only
like
assume that's
Heavy
what they'll do with
Rain?
this one too. Um, well, judging by The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, it might be
So,
heavier.
okay, all right. So that's gonna be okay. Now I'm actually curious. This is supposed to come out, I think, by the end of August or in around August. One of the first episodes.
Yeah,
September
around
is gonna be where
August.
you can buy the disc and have the season pass for it. But Johnny Utah here and I don't like to play episodic games like that. We usually just wait till it
Yeah,
actually
no,
comes
no.
up and then give you a nice little fat price for it, and it's good to go. Which, speaking about episodic, we've gotten no news about Final Fantasy VII, have we?
No, I haven't
Like,
seen a
there's
damn thing.
nothing at all. What was it? E3 had nothing. I think Gamescom is supposed to be happening
Yeah,
soon,
just
but I
that
don't know what
VR
that
thing.
covers. I think it's mostly PC stuff.
Uh, yeah, mostly PC, but they do a little bit of
Oh,
platform as
okay.
well.
Now I'm curious because there was no
Platform.
news about it at all, and we've yet to hear anything about it as far as this. What was it this year for anything coming out as Final Fantasy? But I'm hoping to actually see something because that one I would actually go in on, but I'm just not a fan of episodic games. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean, I love episodic games as long as I can binge watch them
Yeah,
or binge
binge
play them.
watch them. That's you.
I'm sorry,
It's not Metal Gear, okay?
Netflix term there, right?
You actually have to pick up the controller.
Hey, you have to pick up the controller in Metal Gear 2, like, once every half an hour.
It's like you forget that there's like you're playing a fucking video game halfway through the fucking cinematic. It's like, oh shit, why is he dying? Oh, that's me.
Wait, why is Snake just standing there? Oh,
Oh,
wait, I
this is
have
the
to
part
move
where
now.
I play. All right, this is great. And cutscene. There was another one that was terrible that way.
I took two
What was
steps.
it
Time for another
called? The
cutscene.
fucking cinematic that bullshit that came out recently. Not recently, but it was like actually some time ago for PS4. 1886 I think it was called.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
the
there you
Order
go.
86.
That one had that whole thing where it was like cinematic. You shoot like three people, cinematic, three people.
Oh,
Oh,
but
it
it was
was
so
amazing.
beautiful.
It looked great. It looked great. It was just you wish you kind of
Yeah, and
played a
then you
lot
played
more
it, and
instead
it's
of
like,
just watching shit. In which I think it's also another like platinum, which I'm definitely gonna have to work on because I want to work on my platinums. But recently, today, Warcraft Legion had gotten their pre-patch. So usually it goes with pre-patch and then an event and then the game comes out. The only thing is that I don't know if they did this last year, but this year I think they're doing. I think it's like a week before the game comes out, and you get to play, but you get to play as like I think just
oh,
the hunter. No, not the hunter. I think it's like demon hunter or some shit like that. So you get to play that. What was it? I guess like a whole week ahead, and I think that's all you get, unless you get the whole game a week ahead, and that's kind of unfair. But that's kind of fucking
yeah.
disrespectful. But I guess if you pre-ordered it, you get a couple of little rights. But
Well, they want people to pre-order because that's how they
oh,
fund
you're right
certain
about that.
things.
Yeah, like if they get enough money beforehand, they can actually add into shit. Start opening up like maybe that's how they open up their collectors editions and shit like that.
I know there's this whole like don't pre-order movement, but I'm sorry, I'm kind of against it. I
Kinda
pre-order
no.
games that I want because I want
I'm
them to know
highly
that I
against
want.
the pre-order
Yeah,
movement. I think to me it's ridiculous because it's like you have to know your companies. It's like getting in bed with a woman. Like you're
yeah.
not just gonna get in bed with any random woman. I mean, some people will.
Okay, I'm gonna just let this
You
keep
might as
going.
well like.
Let's let this analogy play out. Okay, please continue. Getting in bed with a woman. How
I don't
far are
think
you
I
gonna
would
take
take
it?
that far now. I want to take it back.
I mean, are we gonna get into using
I don't know
protection?
if there's a way to analyze the protection with pre-ordering. Like, you don't get like a pre-order protection plan. Like, but what was it? You just don't want to like make certain moves. I guess I could come up with a better analogy, like a business thing, right? You don't want to fucking invest into a building
Right.
that you don't know too much about. You understand what I mean? You want to make sure it's gonna hold. It's
Yeah.
gonna get the output, and eventually you financially you can actually get what you pretty much put into the place. So as far as games are concerned, you already know some of your hard hitters with like World of Warcraft. We already know they deliver every year, even though sometimes they fuck up here and there. Eventually, it all folds over, and it's all good to go. You have EA is
Yeah.
known for giving you shit, complete shit in the beginning, and then eventually they fix
Yeah.
it all up and you're good to go. So if you're like a fan of Battlefield, me personally, I wait unless there's something huge pre-order wise. I'm gonna wait on it because 9 out of 10 times they have a large stock of the games. The first set that they send out, if you didn't pre-order and you still get your hands on it, you still get the pre-order content because that's like your day one edition. So,
Yeah, that's true.
and the same thing almost folds over for Call of Duty also. So,
Well, the way that I see it, if you're gonna buy the game anyway, why not go ahead and pre-order it? Let the company know, hey, I am in fact
exactly.
interested in this game, and just if you're gonna buy it. There's no need to wait for the last minute and go out at midnight and buy it. You pre-order it, you pick it up the next day, unless you're, you, and then you go there at midnight
No,
anyway.
I would still, I'm still getting that shit midnight. Fuck that.
Or you're me and you pre-order it and then you get it pre-downloaded and you just turn it on, install it, and play it without
I
having to go
like going
anywhere.
out, especially with Pokemon Go. And now I have to go out. I have no choice at this point.
I have a very comfy
Exactly.
couch, all
Now
right?
that the GameStop that I usually pre-order, they actually have a Pokestop, so that's actually a good idea to start pre-ordering and waiting.
Oh shit. You know, I started to do a quick search on Google. I just started with how to what was it? How to make, and one of the first things that popped up with autocomplete on Google, how to make yourself a Pokestop.
That would be crazy if you could become a Pokestop.
Well, I guarantee you, it's a bunch of like little businesses out there being like, "Well, I want a
Oh
Pokestop
no,
to
I thought you meant like yourself,
bring
like you
people in
walk
here."
around in your walking Pokestop. Like people would see it on the map just
Well, there's
walking
probably
away.
people
It's
doing
like, no,
that
I
too.
gotta get to that.
Wait, where's that Pokestop going?
And it's like your picture when they like roll up to you and whatnot right on the front. It's like Bob. That
Yes, it's
would actually be awesome.
oh god, what was that? What was that
Was
dating
it
app? Not Tinder, but the one that let you know if it was essentially for gay men, I believe, where you know if there's someone around who's
Oh, that's
DTF.
crazy. Like what is going on in the world? Like what happens like, oh, look at this. Ding ding. I just found somebody that wants to Pokemon. All right, let's go. Like what kind of app is that? That's fucking ridiculous. But to each to its own. You got to do what you got to do to get yours. Some people do what Craigslist. Some people go to Facebook, Tinder. I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure Pokemon is gonna be another like fucking gateway to like sex. Like once we get social and battles
Oh,
and
I guarantee
trading,
it
forget
will
about it.
happen.
We already covered it. Like
If you beat my Mewtwo,
oh
I will
yeah, there you
totally
go.
fuck you.
That's it. Like fucking terrible. What's going on now? Um, other news. Moving on from Batman. There's a guy.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Batman.
that
That's
was
right.
pretty quick. There's a guy in Australia, or a police chief. Was it a police chief? An Australian police
Yeah, it's
chief.
a police chief for New
Ah,
South
here we
Wales.
go. And apparently, he figures violence has an effect on people. What was it that comes from gaming violence, basically? So we've already been through a situation back in the day with what was it? You said somebody from Florida try to fight their way about this, and you have your
Yeah,
games like some of the games they always bring up is like Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto, like I think earlier today actually, I popped Grand Theft Auto into my PlayStation, and you load in. I think his name was Mike. I forgot his name, the main guy. You load in as him. He was on the beach, and I just started shooting people. And I was like, "There's no way in hell I would actually go to the beach and start shooting people." Like it just no. Like there's no benefit out of that. Well, like I mean, you get popular if you get like a certain amount of people, but it doesn't help you for YouTube or Twitch. So by then you're in jail and you can't get that. Like so,
yeah, pretty much.
to me, like of course mentally, I want to say like I'm mentally correct when it comes into this area of people that are randomly killing people. So I've played and you've played God knows how many games. Certain games like I think it was like Manhunt. What's it called? Was like
Yes.
fucking. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, where you like sneak up behind people and kill them in the most brutal
Yeah,
fucking
and
ways
what was
possible.
it? You had another one was like Years of War. They fucking chainsaw people.
Oh yeah, fucking chainsaw gun right through the
So
chest.
there's so much going on in the world where a lot of the violence that's going on, especially a lot of the shootouts. Um, you had shootings in malls. You had shootings in what was it? Schools. Shooting in I think it was like a movie theater at some point with a Batman movie. It was really because the movie was terrible, but
Yeah, the guy
you
dressed as the
know
Joker.
it still happens. Like these people, most of them are either sick or they have an agenda, and they always fall back to like, oh, gaming was a possible reason for it, and it makes no sense.
Well, I remember back when Columbine happened, they were saying it was because he listened to Marilyn Manson. It's like, are you serious? You're telling me this kid went out and shot a bunch of people in his school because he listens to Marilyn
Wow,
Manson?
that's fucked up. I don't think I've ever felt like
Yeah,
that.
I
I
mean,
just
there's
like music you just listen to. I mean, I think the only song I've ever felt a little
yeah.
violent to was Mortal Kombat. And this is a shout out to one of my friends. Was it Storm Shadow? He's out there. He's in Japan actually right now. Um, I remember a while back. Was it every Sunday as a little good boy, I would go to church. And my friends would actually pick me up. What was it? It would be like his mom, a couple of my friends was there, and they would pick me up or whatever, and he would come into the room, knock on my door, and then like, we were out. So one day I remember I had the computer on, Mortal Kombat started playing, and for some odd apparent reason, my door, instead of just being knocked on or opened slowly, was kicked open. And he comes in flying with like some like form of a bicycle kick, and I'm trying to dodge, but I'm in my seat, which was like if I remember, it was like a lawn seat. I didn't actually have an actual computer chair till like a few years later. And I'm trying to like dodge everything. We're fighting, we're all just like kicking each other, and eventually we just went to church with a couple of bruises, but we went to church. So to me, I never understood how the media can actually anger people in a sense like that, as far as game media, music, but I can see when it comes into like actual media, like news media, you've seen what's going on now. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't have too much details
There's
on it, but
police
the
shootings
police
everywhere.
shootings, and then all of a sudden now people are shooting back at police. I mean, it was only a matter of time.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People
Yeah.
shooting the police right now. I mean, last month it was, police shooting people. This month it's
I
people shooting the
mean,
police. I mean,
like
it's just, yeah.
let's even take it to a lighter side in a joking manner, but like you've basically created factions. Like you already see what Team Blue, Red, and Yellow do for Pokemon. They're all like all over each other. So the moment you had police
Yeah.
versus, like the black race, that's it. That was two factions, and at this point, it's like you got to defend yourself in the streets because you don't know what's gonna happen that next turn. Like, I think I was scared for myself because
Yeah, seriously.
I think it was running around my apartment complex, and there was like two cop cars running around, and I'm like, I should go inside even though I want to capture this Pokemon. So maybe I should hide behind the tree and then go inside. I do not know how to approach this because I left my ID inside. And I know in New York you definitely need your ID at all times. Like they ask for that shit quick. But
Well, maybe as a white male, I don't know this, but I've never had a cop ask for my ID unless they pulled
no,
me
no.
over.
What was it? We've had it. Was it a while back in New York, where it was like a couple of us, whatever, hanging out. We came out of this one bar and we're going down the street, and it's a couple of us. We know the area, but the area was kind of shady to begin with. So we actually got approached by a couple of cops, and they asked for our IDs. We handed it, no problem, nothing happened. Apparently they're looking for people, so they've been just asking people for their IDs. I don't know what method this is. I don't know how it works. They did it. I follow instructions, and I walked away. That's it.
That sounds a bit
I
racist to
don't
me.
know because I look white to begin with, so. But my friends were actually black,
Yeah, fair
so
enough.
maybe they played the role in this, and I was the white guy that diffused the situation, even though I'm Puerto Rican. So maybe I was the balance. so,
Yeah, that could be.
so yeah, the violence in video games affecting people, I just don't. I can't see it. I can't see an actual blame to it. I'm pretty sure, in a sense, it would give them a type of thought of how they want to execute their plans, but it's not going to be the initial thing. You're not going to tell me this guy
Oh
went to
no.
kill a bunch of people because Grand Theft Auto does it.
Well, I can't tell you how many times I've, played Grand Theft Auto and then not gone out
Oh,
and
yeah,
shot
it's a
people.
bunch of times. Like I've we
I've literally played GTA thousands of times because I've played it all the way since Grand Theft Auto the original, and I have
that
not gone out and shot people.
that's
It's crazy, I
that's
know.
it's a
It's
fucking
just
killer
crazy.
ratio at what it is. We sit there and we don't fucking kill people. We play the game. I played it today earlier this morning, and I went out and I bought some pizza, and apparently everyone's alive.
You managed
No,
to not
I
shoot
didn't shoot
anybody?
anybody. I didn't run anybody over. Um, yeah, I actually didn't
Oh,
even
wow.
speed, but that was only because of Pokemon Go.
Okay, see, I can't say that. I pretty
Well,
much speed
there you
everywhere,
go.
so.
What are you driving now?
Oh, I'm not driving anything fun now. I'm just driving
Oh
a
yeah,
Ford
yeah, yeah.
Focus.
I forgot about that because you had the other one. I remember, and that was the one that had the accident a while back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, my Mazda Speed 6 that got turned into a
Oh
fucking
yeah, that was
hatchback.
ouch. That was.
Yeah,
Which brings me to another
there's a reason I was
fucking
grinning for a
situation.
while.
Going about cars, this is definitely a side note. What was it? One of our friends from work. He doesn't have an actual tag name, unless I don't know, because I know he plays PS4, so I'll probably get it another day. But this bastard.
Type his
Hmm?
name into the chat.
Oh, I'll tap.
Type
Yeah,
his name
there we
into the
go.
chat.
There we go. So this bastard had the nerve,
Oh, okay.
because apparently, somebody had to go an away party, and I'm over here like, all right, cool. My girl has my car. She's over, in Ocala with her mom's hanging out, and I'm gonna need a ride if everybody wanted me to come. So he's like, all right, cool. I'll give you a ride. He hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I'm in the area." I go outside to see a car, but I don't know if that's the car. It's the only car in the area that's moving around. So I'm assuming. So as soon as it turns the corner, I see the fucking Dodge Challenger 2016 headlights. And in my head, I'm just like, "No, this is not the car." I walk up slowly and I'm like, "All right, this is still not the car." He's in it, but this is not the car. This is a fucking.
You were
I
about to
thought it
have a drug
was, or a
deal, weren't you?
Pokemon deal, whatever. Some shit was about to go down, and
Hey kid, you want some
exactly, I got him
Pokeballs?
half off. Like, you just need to come inside this car. It's like, oh, okay. Like, there goes Dave. But I get in the car. He's in there, and I'm just sitting there like, this is like the most amazing car on the planet. I'm just looking around, and then he looks over at me, and I'm like, fuck you. Like, that's it. Like, just fuck you. Like,
Just fuck you.
really? You pick me up and like, you might as well just pick me up in like a Lambo. That's how it felt. Like, like that's like Dodge Challenger 2016 at the moment is like dream car for me at this point.
Oh, it's not the Ford
Oh, that
Fusion
was a
anymore?
dream car at one point. That had a lot of buttons. That sucker. Actually, that was, I think it was the newer one that we were talking about that actually looked like a nice. It looked nice.
Oh yeah, the new one, the newest, the well, it's old now, but yeah, the newest model. Yeah, it looks like a four-door fucking Aston Martin because it was designed
Oh
by the same
shit.
person.
I wasn't talking about that one. It was the one before, but now I gotta look at that. But my goal is definitely a Dodge Challenger at some point. But I love my little Toyota Corolla. It's nice, great. It's all right. Um, I'll live. I'm not jealous or anything.
Yes, but I can talk to my car
So moving on with news in
and it
gaming,
listens.
Mini NES coming out in November, 59.99.
Ah, yes, I am so
Um,
excited.
in all honesty, way too excited for this because you're basically telling me that I'm going to be able to play my Nintendo games on HDMI, hopefully in like a decent resolution. because not entirely sure what was it how they're gonna do everything specifically when it comes down to it. But I'm gonna be able to play decent resolution. Everything's gonna be pretty much good to go. And there's actually rumors now speculating with the mini NES where the cartridge inside, if it has a cartridge, they think you're able to use it with the NX.
That could be very interesting. That could be very
So, because
interesting.
apparently some people say NX is actually going to get what's the word I want to use? What was it? I think it's called Virtual Console. Do not.
Penis.
I think it's called Virtual Console, and to me it's hilarious because what was it? We have Virtual Console for the DS, I think it was, and it's good because you have I think you could buy Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Yellow. You can get like the old Zelda games. You get a lot of that little handheld, a whole lot than Vita ever did. But I'm so sorry. And
You were totally making me want
but
to
yeah,
buy one of
it's,
those
in
now.
all honesty, like it's like one of the greatest little contraptions there is, and it has nothing to do with their current game like setup. It's just virtual consoles. It's what was it? You have your Nintendo games that you can buy, and now we're actually going to see this in a little console. You plug and play it into your TV, no extra shit. They have a mini replica of the actual controller, which kind of sucks because I kind of wanted the regular size for the controller, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean the NES controller
Yeah,
is
it
already
was. It
small.
seriously was. So
Well, I know
my
because
man,
I
like
have
he
one,
still
so
has it. But yeah,
well, I don't have the one that I had when I was a kid, but I actually went out. I am currently in the process of putting together a retro gaming room. So I got a what's called a Retron 5, which plays the NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Master System, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, all those
and
old
you just
school
got to get the
games
cartridges.
through. Yeah, I just have to get the cartridges, and it goes through HDMI to the television. All the games that you couldn't save before, apparently you can now save on the system.
Wow,
So yeah, it's kind of awesome. You opened up a fucking can of worms talking about retro games with me, all
that's
right?
we're about to dig into these worms because with the lineup that they have already with the 30 that you're getting, what was it? It's already ridiculous because you have two
Yeah,
Castlevanias. What was it? You have two Castlevanias and then Dr. Mario, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Super Mario.
the the
Yes, the
original
original,
Final
like
Fantasy.
fucking classic as shit. Like I don't.
Tell me you know the
Oh,
story
I'm
of
not gonna
Final
lie to you.
Fantasy,
I
by the
don't.
way.
I just know about the Warriors of Light and their little mission to do something, and that.
No, no, I mean the story behind the
Oh
name
no,
Final
that I do
Fantasy.
know. The fucking the fail company that fucking
Okay.
hey, let's shoot this one out our last nut, and it's a baby boy with five others, six, seven, eight, nine. God, when does it stop?
15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
seriously.
lucked out with that last little nut. That's it. That was quite impressive. That was they
Yeah.
saved themselves.
That was their Final Fantasy and it worked.
It definitely did. Also we have Tecmo Bowl, the only football game I could actually play. And was it The Legend of Zelda? Legend of Zelda is gonna definitely be a fucking plus. Ooh, what just happened? Why is there a sad face on Twitch? Oh, Shockwave has crashed. That's good to know. Apparently, I can't hear you, sir. I think he has microphone issues right now.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Yep, definitely microphone issues right now. So yeah, we have a couple of games coming out, and No Man's Sky is definitely around the corner at this point. It's one of the closest ones right now that are going to start up the summer launch, or well, summer lineup of games. And I'm actually wondering if No Man's Sky is going to have any way, shape, or form that they're actually going to slow down the Pokemon Go craze. Because the amount of stuff that you have to do in No Man's Sky to actually get the game going itself is pretty tremendous. You know, you get to explore the universe. You level, I think, your suit up. You level your ship. You level your weapons up or whatever. I think it's like just one weapon. At some point, I think they're exploring on the option of building, so it becomes more of a survival game. There's a lot of speculations with the game itself. The game is finally complete. So, what was it? I think it's supposed to be August 9th that it comes out. And it's a huge game coming out. One of the games I definitely pre ordered only because I already know I'm going to play it. I have to play it. I will definitely, when I think the night of, when it finally does come out, I'm going to do, I want to say 24 hours, but I know I'm not going to be able to. But I will definitely do that and try to get a giveaway also for that night for about $20. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for No Man's Sky at this point. Following No Man's Sky, the next big release is going to be, I want to say, what was it? The Legion, World of Warcraft Legion. That's another game that might actually do something to Pokemon Go. But the moment Pokemon Go starts to fix a lot of these things, I feel like they're gonna retain like that major audience, and then eventually in time, it's gonna dissipate. I want to say, I can't even say the word, but it's basically just gonna like slow down. The whole traffic for Pokemon Go is gonna slow down a bit because you got a lot of heads in there playing the game, and they're not your hardcore people. I know a lot of people that are playing, and I'm actually curious to see who actually lasts the longest, who's actually gonna hit that cap of level 40, who's actually going to collect all 151 before the next set rolls out. Because now apparently they want to roll out each one for, I think it's like every 6 months, they're going to roll out your next set of Pokemon. And last time I remember, we have around 6 to 7 generations.
Well, well, I can tell you that when No Man's Sky comes out, uh, Pokemon Go is probably going to lose me for a while.
I'm not gonna say the same for me, because I'm kind of hoping I can get to like near that cap by the time No Man's Sky happens. So everything's more of a like a calm down pace as far as Pokemon Go.
Well, you don't have
No,
long.
I definitely don't. Like the shit's like what, like 2 weeks now?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
two
got like
weeks.
2 weeks and
I
plus.
can't wait.
So I mean, we got a decent amount of time to get some leveling going as far as Pokemon, but and some of the stuff. But as far as Pokemon Go is concerned, I feel like it's gonna start burning out a little bit on a good portion of people, in my opinion. Like that, like that's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
happen. I mean,
definitely.
it's happened with major games like Warcraft, um, Call of Duty, like Battlefield. It happens over time, and it's kind of scary to say that Pokemon Go is gonna go through that at some point.
Well, it already is. I mean, I no longer have an issue signing on ever, which means there's less traffic on the
Or they
servers.
used all that money they fucking made that one day and it was like, hey, let's just buy another building because this is getting really ridiculous.
No, I guarantee you the servers have slowed down. It always happens. Always. Every game, every major game goes through that where, as soon as they launch it, servers crash because there's too many
Yes.
people.
No,
Always.
you're definitely right about that. Especially, oh my god, that's what I'm waiting for World of Warcraft. that day is gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, it
I
happens
love
with
it.
every
It's my
expansion.
favorite part of the fucking expansion, where everybody clobbers up in like one fucking shot, and they're all on top of that one NPC that everybody needs to talk to, and no one can get fucking through. Everybody has like these large mounts no one ever uses. It's amazing. It's a great day.
Yeah. Well, I think I saw something where when a new expansion comes out, their servers jump like something like 300% every
No,
time a new
exactly.
expansion
That's
comes out.
exactly what happens. Because what happens over the year is that there's nothing going on. It dies out. You'll be on a fucking what was it, like a server where the entire time you've been playing. Let's say if you're like one of those people that played all year long, or like you came before like a couple of months before the expansion, like I did, your server says low. But the moment that fucking expansion's like near around the corner, it goes into medium, then it goes into like high, and then full, and then the day of the expansion, your shit's locked out and you can't get in, even though you were a long time member.
Yeah, you're sitting there waiting for that counter.
All those fucking people, and you're in queue, and you're like, "Fuck this." Thankfully, I already have it pre-purchased, so I will be picking up my copy the morning after, and I will be there 12 o'clock. Oh well, it's more like 3 a.m.
And then you'll walk outside to go play Pokemon Go because you
So I'm not
can't
gonna.
get
No,
into
I
the
have to
server.
record all the crazy shit. I have to record all the crashing. Like I have to. There's gonna be a group of us, and we're gonna cry about this all night. That's the best part, because I think it's me and a friend of mine. What was it, Rufus from our WoW days? We. Oh
That is
yeah,
an awesome
yeah.
name.
I think he actually used that for Star Wars for the Old Republic. I don't know if he has it in is
Rufus.
it Warcraft at the moment, but me and him, we in every expansion that's ever came out for World of Warcraft, we would hop in together day one, just to go through the abuse of not being able to play. Call me a masochist, but it's tradition at this point. Thank you so
You're
much,
a
sir.
masochist.
It's tradition, and we will go back Legion. It's gonna happen all over again. So we're kind of hoping Pokemon Go kind of shaves off a little bit. Vice versa, like it's gonna work. There's gonna be a balance once Warcraft comes out, once No Man's Sky comes out. There's gonna be a balance of this. 'Cause I don't think
Yeah,
not many people are gonna go into No Man's Sky. I just know it.
I
But
am
yeah,
going to be going in
but
fucking head
fuck that.
first.
I'm belly first. Done. That's it. Belly flop. It's over. I'm jumping in. No fucks given.
Oh, although I was reading online, there will be multiplayer components. Like it's a persistent world, as everybody knows, and everybody's going to be playing. But there is no matchmaking. There's no way to really meet up with friends or anything.
It's almost as good as
So,
finding Pokemon in Pokemon Go. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. The way it was explained was like your friends will pop up on the galaxy map, but they will have to stay completely still for a while you make your way to the planet that you are on, and then you have to find them on the planet. Like you just know what planet they're on. You don't know where they are
Oh,
on the
that's even
planet.
worse because it's like you finally find the fucking planet. Now you gotta find them. And the fucking planet, like, was it? They said like you could literally make a career out of living on one planet alone.
Yeah, apparently most of the planets are Earth-sized,
Like
if not
that's
bigger.
to me that's fucking ridiculous. Like I understand the game is not infinite. That was one of the details that came out recently. The game is not infinite. There's gonna be a point where it stops. The problem is you have the game, it already expanded to a certain amount, but now it's the crazy detail that goes into everything when you start looking like further in. You go into the galaxy, then you find the
Yeah,
fucking planets. Because you have the universe, you have the galaxy, you have the fucking planet, and then now it's like fuck it. Now we have towns and shit. Like you have a fuck. First it's gonna be like
well,
continents. Then it goes down to like fucking like I guess
yeah,
cities and like it's gonna be crazy. and like the fact that no one's gonna have really much of the same experience, which I kind of find hard to believe.
I think that's a bit of them talking out of their ass. People are going to have the same, well, not the same experience because
No,
nobody has the
exactly.
exact same experience in any game, but they will have a similar enough experience to where it's like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
playing No
exactly.
Man's Sky.
That's pretty much what's gonna end up happening. And I'm kind of excited for No Man's Sky, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not collector's edition excited, even though I don't think it has a collector's edition, but that's just my phrase there. But I'm excited for the game. I can't wait to see this, come out, roll out. Probably gonna do, like I said, a 24-hour if I can. I probably won't be able to survive. I tried it with Uncharted, and the moment, like, how far did you get in Uncharted for?
I actually have not played any of the Uncharted series. I want to get on and play it all the way through from the beginning before I get
Okay.
into Uncharted 4.
So what I'm about to say is no spoiler, but oh hey, welcome Andrew. Andrew. Wow. Alejandro. Anyways, the game is No Man's Sky. No, it's supposed to be technically multiplayer, right? It's online.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah, the
persistent
game is
world.
online. It's not a single player technically. There's a lot of people in the, I guess, in the universe. It's just the fact that you're not going to see anybody for some time. And I'm gonna laugh if it's actually like the other way around, where like a lot of people start to play it, and like you get to your planet that's like near you, and there's like 5 people with you, and you're like, "Fuck, they might kill me."
Yeah.
I don't know how PvP goes,
Yeah, you get to a planet and all of a sudden you're surrounded by like
and
a
it's like fucking
mob of
Team
people.
Valor, like. Fucking, but yeah, like we don't know exactly what's going to happen as far as No Man's Sky is concerned. I just find it so hard to believe that you're not going to be able to run into people like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to run into somebody at some point in time within the first week. There, it has to be, because the amount of
Oh yeah.
information you're
I mean,
talking about
especially when the game first
and
comes
like the way
out.
the server is supposed to process this, it to me it doesn't make sense in my opinion. But going back to what I was saying, what was it? Hopefully, this game's gonna roll out with no problem. Um, it seems like a lot of the games we've been getting.
No game
I
rolls
know,
out with
right?
no
It seems like
problem.
a lot of the shit we've been dealing with has been really ridiculous right now. Um, Star Wars, they had a VR thing come out. I think like today, if I'm not mistaken, right, or yesterday.
It was very recently. If not today, then
And
yeah, it was yesterday, but it
I've
was
yet to see
very
any
recently.
actual gameplay footage of the game itself or the level. But apparently, they had a VR Star Wars.
Yeah, no,
Did you
I
see
was
it?
looking around. No, I mean, I was looking around on YouTube and there was literally no gameplay footage. There
Yeah, I
was
only
just the
just found the
trailer.
trailer and I haven't seen anything as far as gameplay footage. I even looked on Twitch to see if anything was being streamed at this point. But
Yeah, I'll be honest, that kind of worries me because, that kind of tells me that the developers trying to smash anything that people are putting out as far as gameplay goes, which doesn't bode
no, if that's
well.
actually what's happening, I mean, in a way, I kind of respect the fact that they're trying to keep it secret because they have their situations where they're trying to, make sure everything's like kind of hush hush. But no, this is actually for I think the what is it called the the Vive, right?
It's for the Vive.
So
Yeah, the
I
Vive.
I respect the developers trying to keep everything hush hush. They try. In my opinion, give us something. We want to know what's going on. VR is such a touchy subject for.
Well, I did read that it is sort of an interactive story. So they may be trying to put the kibosh on it to not have this storyline get out.
Hopefully, I mean, we'll see exactly. Because to me, in my opinion,
It's either that or
oh,
it's a
no,
broken
that's a
fucking game.
definite. It looked broken as we saw in the trailer, but they really try to keep it, like real minimal to what you saw. And like I said, like VR is such a touchy subject because it's like we took a step back in order to go forward. with gaming as far as VR is concerned, because a lot of the stuff that you're seeing on VR seems kind of watered down as far as graphics are concerned, as far as everything, and I guess it's, to compensate at the fact that, this is VR now. This is not your regular 1080p. This is, I think it's a larger resolution, if I'm not mistaken, in order to cover this.
Well, yeah, it has to be 1080p in both
Oh,
eyes.
wow. So, it's watered down for the most part, and we haven't seen too much going on with VR. PlayStation VR, what was it? We're probably gonna talk on next week. What was it? We can get some experience that came from Frozone, because apparently he tried it. He had, I think they set it up in GameStop where he works, and he was able to try out PlayStation VR. I haven't tried it.
We need to pick his brain
because he says he loves it. He loves it. It's awesome.
Everybody that I've heard talk that has tried it says, VR is amazing. I mean, even with the less than stellar graphics, it's just so immersive.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
And,
I want an immersive game, because one of my favorite titles that I want to try out for VR is the Resident Evil game. That game was
amazing.
a lot of fun. Even though it was very minimal, but at the same time, it was so detailed to, some of the stuff that you had to do in that game in order to, unlock certain things in certain timeline and, get around and whatnot. It was a great game, and it was scary as fuck too. Like
in VR, I will probably literally
that's
shit
a
myself.
definite stream. I will.
Yeah, I might have to buy
You might have to, because the fucking game itself was scary. If you're telling me the game is immersive in a fucking VR setting, it's gonna be a wrap. Somebody might have a heart attack, and that's that's the news I cannot wait for. I mean, I'm sorry for the life we might lose for VR, but I'm gonna laugh. I'm sorry. Like, you really died in a video game.
Yeah,
and marijuana will just be safer than that now. Like, marijuana already beat Pokemon Go. I think, was it because Florida. Florida apparently got on the news because a man wants to shoot at 2 kids playing Pokemon Go.
Yes. Florida is always on the
get
news
up there.
for stupid shit like that.
To me, it's just amusing.
It is the penis of the nation.
Yeah.
Look at a map.
Yeah, exactly.
It is the penis.
Battlefront Mission Rogue One, you said earlier. What was it? Apparently, they're going to add in the Rogue One stuff from the movie that's supposed to be coming out soon. And
well, from what I read, it's just one mission. So it's not Rogue One stuff. It's just a Rogue One mission.
So we're just talking about... Are we talking about like the AI one where you fight like the little bots and stuff?
I haven't been able to find too much information on it other than it's a mission in the Rogue One setting. You will be able to play as both the main antagonist and the main protagonist from the movie.
I'm actually curious on how that's going to go, because in all honesty, I haven't even touched my Battlefront in God knows how long. I totally forgot I had it.
I haven't touched Battlefront since the beta.
Well, you never bought it, though.
No, it didn't impress me enough.
It was good at first. Like, beta was fun. A lot of stuff was fun in the beta, but once the game actually rolled out, it was basically the same effect that Overwatch had on me. What was the other one? Evolved had on me also, where the game is just, it's like the false sense of progression where you're progressing, but you're not really rewarded for your progression, versus like an MMO where you can gear up and then your character is more awesome. Battlefront, it was basically your level increase. You've unlocked a gun, which might be worse than the gun you already had. Like, so to me, it made no sense. And to me, I don't know. Like, Battlefront, it was a great concept. It looks great. That's another game that was fucking great. Yeah, Titanfall was another fucking game. That false sense of like progression. Titanfall, in my opinion, failed on no campaign.
Yeah, that's what killed it for me. I played it one time, well, mainly because I don't have an Xbox One, but I played it one time and I really felt no reason to continue playing it. There was no storyline to follow. There was the random fucking radio calls going on in the background, but why is this
No,
story
yeah,
in the
you're right.
background?
I remember
You know?
one day, I think it was on Origin where they show you like games or whatever price drops and stuff like that, and I saw fucking Titanfall for like $10. Mind you, the game only had been out like I think like 2 months at this point, and I'm like, why is this game fucking $10 on PC? All right, fuck it. I'll drop $10. I'll buy it, and I'll see what all the hype is about because everybody was really going in about Titanfall like that first couple of months. But for some reason, PC
Yeah,
was
they
like a
were.
really dry place to get it, and of course, a lot of people got it for the $10 at that point. And my playthrough experience, it's a great game. It plays very nice. I love the way like everything goes, and I love how like you have like, you get to play, and instead of like let's say like Johnny's on one team and I'm on the other, and I'm looking for Johnny, and he fucking kills me, and I feel like shit now because I suck. I feel like in Titanfall, even if Johnny's still better than me, I can still take out his minions that are running around and fucking like gain a little couple of points to help
Yeah.
my team because now Johnny's little minions suck. But let's steer away from Johnny because I don't want to get wiped out. So they had a great concept with how they did combat. The Titans themselves was crazy too. Once you actually get a Titan, you can hijack Titans. It was fucking ridiculous. But then I think like after an hour, it's like, all right, that was great. That's it. Like that
Yeah,
was it.
pretty much. I
There's
mean,
nothing else
the
to do.
running around in a Titan was fucking awesome. That was amazing, and all the animations getting in and out of the Titan. I mean, it was a very polished game. It's like they just made the game and then said, "Well, what are we going to do for a story?"
Yeah, they definitely failed for the story part of things, and now what was it? Obviously seen in E3, they're gonna roll out with the story. They're also gonna roll out. They're also gonna roll out with what's it called? What was it? They're gonna roll out on PlayStation. Another fail, in my opinion, because if you have a new title, like your title has to mean something at some point. You have to give people a reason why your title's exclusive.
Well, they want their title to be on the machine that sells the most. When they went for the exclusive for Microsoft, Microsoft was, they were the big boys on the block. They probably signed their exclusive before the Xbone came out. And they saw, well, everybody's buying PlayStation 4s now, so we're going to release on the PlayStation 4 because we will get more sales that way.
I guess that's the way they pretty much looked at it. Because Alejandro just gave me a link for PlayStation VR demo. Let's see. So those that are listening, it will be held on Fridays 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays, Sundays 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the following stores. That's not near me. That's not near me.
Yeah, I've looked at that list. There were a couple of days in Orlando. None that I would be able to make it to because of work, though.
Yeah, because I pretty much work at all those times. Like that.
Yeah.
Yes, just around that corner.
I actually walked into a Best Buy to ask about, the PlayStation VR, and he's like, "Yeah, we're not getting any in this store. But if you drive all the way down to Vieira, then, you can uh, do one there on Thursdays through Sundays these times." And it's like, um, or I'm sorry, not Vieira, but all the way down to
Oh, okay.
Vero,
Jesus
Vero Beach.
Christ.
It's like, yeah, I want to try it out, but I don't want to drive an hour to get
Like
to it.
that's to me it makes no sense. It really doesn't because you're sitting here. It's like you want to play Pokemon Go. You definitely want to play. I mean, not Pokemon Go. Jesus Christ. I want to play
You
Pokemon
want to
Go.
play Pokemon Go at all
Anyways, you
times.
want to play, PlayStation VR to see exactly what we're getting into. Me personally, it's more of a, would I say, health of a situation? Because I'm almost technically blind in one eye, but I can still see, and it never works out for me for 3D movies.
Yeah, that might not work very well
So
for you
if
for
VR
VR.
has like exactly that same effect as far as the way I can see, then it to me it's a bust. And that's why I'm wondering, like, if I can get to one of these demos, I gotta try it out, see what, if it's good enough or whatnot. Because regularly I can see pretty decent, but as far as dividing the two eyes, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that too because every time I watch a 3D movie, everything looks I get double images. I don't know why. I
It
guess
might be
my
like
eyes are
yeah,
just
because it might
weird.
be an eyesight
Um,
thing, in my opinion. Because that's exactly what happens to me when I try to watch a 3D movie. To me, it gives me a headache. I can't do it. So I'm hoping that the VR experience is not exactly the same. But if it is, I save like what, $400, like, and I'm probably just gonna end up getting
yeah,
PlayStation
yeah,
Neo regardless because it's gonna be a little bit faster, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna patch up certain games to be a little bit better.
yeah. Well, I might just wait out for the Sword Art Online technology. You know, you just lay down in bed and it
Yeah,
connects to
I
your
I'm
brain.
I second that one. I really do. But pretty much that's all we have time for today. We will have hopefully we're gonna have more news. Was it by next week? By next week I'm pretty sure Pokemon's gonna give out their updates, and we'll tell you about that and see how that works out. Um Other than that, hopefully some No Man's Sky news comes up because the summer is dry. The summer is seriously dry,
Yeah,
and we're starting off with No Man's Sky, World of Warcraft, and eventually in September we're gonna start getting certain games. I think I forgot what comes out in September. I know October hits you with Battlefield. But there's something major in
yeah.
September. I know. No, is it like the basketball game? We have to get 2K17. We are not gonna stay one shirts. That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
you're
a
a
three shirt now, all
I
right?
don't think I'm. Well, so I gotta check my game right now after we get off here, because I think I'm still a one shirt. Like I haven't played ever since or whatever. I played like the career mode, but that's about it.
No, you got
I
up
think
to a two
I
shirt, I
don't
think.
remember. I just remember the one shirt, and like now I pick on the supervisor that plays with us. I always come up to him and I'm like, one shirt's for life. That's it. Like, so yeah, pretty much that's it for today. If you have any like questions, concerns, any comments that we pretty much covered today, your opinion, her opinion, their opinion, definitely put them in the comments below
My opinion.
as far as YouTube is concerned. And let us know what you thought of the video. If you want to see anything, or you want to hear anything talked about that you are concerned about in the gaming community, we'll find the information and we will come in the next show with that information. Other than that, me and Johnny Utah are currently out. Enjoy.
Yes. Oh, and if you do know my opinion on something, please tell me because I'm never sure.
Bye bye.